If you don't want to be seen, you don't want to go behind me.
I don't want to go behind you?
No.
I don't want to be seen.
It's looking at me. My camera is looking at me. Is everybody here? This is Lunch Live Continued. I don't know why YouTube did that, but you know what they did? They some big screen popped up as I was doing my Lunch Live and said, time to take a break. Clearly they must have thought I was angry or something, and then it just shut off. Hey guys, so here I am again. Look at this, by the way, a lot of interviews going on down here. So I don't know what you guys saw at the end. So let me just reiterate what I was saying, because I don't know when YouTube shut off saying that I needed to take a break. I was like, YouTube, I'm an adult. I don't need a mother right now. I know when I need to take a break, and it's not right now. So what I was saying is, if John Pryor wanted to end on a solid witness testimony, it should have been Greg Hempekian if he wanted to help the defense. Ending on the witness testimony today, attempting to show that maybe Tylee Ashlyn Ryan was burned elsewhere and not on Chad Daybell's property, was tone deaf at best, and was a great day for justice. That testimony will not be forgotten, and they'll remember just how brutal it was. Rest in peace, Tylee Ashlyn Ryan. And now we know that she might not have even been dismembered. We learned that too, that maybe she was burned whole. Which means that the things we saw that were shocking at or near the time of death happened and had nothing to do with being dismembered, if you know what I mean. The jury will not forget this today, and it was a good day for justice. Thanks, John Pryor. A sad, sad day to learn that the guy named Chad Daybell sitting there watching while the jury members cried and why people in the gallery cried, that Chad Daybell just sat there emotionless. They won't forget that either. There were a lot of tears during the break, and the break was longer than planned. I guess the bailiffs came out, explained that they were talking to the jury, and it was not on record. When we got back in, they brought up rebuttal witnesses. That's when the rebuttal witnesses happened for the prosecution, and they were excellent and needed. 3 of them. First, Lisa Marie. We were going to do an interview with her, and she declined. She's changed her mind, understandably. I get it. She was a friend of Tammy and Emma's at school, and she was able to speak of her health, her Fitbit steps, her kindness, her extroverted attitude, the closeness that she felt with this tight-knit group of teachers, and again, just how healthy she was. Then we had testimony from McKay, who you heard about from the last Lunch Live, and I want to bring this up with McKay again, that my last podcast episode, you can find it on Spotify or Apple or Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts, actually brings up my thoughts that Garth possibly found his mother. And that's what McKay says was relayed to him by Garth when they were co-workers. And to Garth's now wife, actually. Wasn't his wife then, but is now. And then we had a law enforcement official. We were able to play the recording where Emma claimed during defense that the law enforcement would not give her the autopsy results of her mother because they were forcing her to do an interview in order to get the autopsy results. Well, we learned that Emma reached out for the autopsy results, and police went there to give her a victim's advocate, to reach out to her attorney if needed, and to spend a few minutes with Emma sharing her mother's autopsy results without doing an interview. That's what we heard on a recording. Very different story than Emma told us. And the jury was taking notes. And what Chad Daybell was doing during this, he was raising his eyebrows and doing this. That's what he was doing. I would call it like a smug eyebrow raise. He also did that during Lisa Marie's testimony. Very extreme. I wrote it in chat, and everybody noticed looking at Chad. We're like, what's he doing? His eyebrows are raised. It's that, like I called it that look, the I don't want to be angry, but I'm angry and not in control, but I'm gonna smile because I don't think it's good to be angry look. It's that emotion. It's just like very specified look. And then we had McKay, who you heard from, who shared this story. 3 very, very, very powerful witnesses who throw out, who really do show how unreliable the defense's witnesses have been. And then again, remember, the defense's last witness was also more powerful for the prosecution, for the state, for justice, in my opinion, than John Pryor or Chad Daybell. Chad Daybell spoke. We heard him speak today, as in he didn't want to testify, and he made that choice outside of the jury, and so we heard him say, I'm good. And now we've adjourned for the weekend, for Memorial Day weekend. I'm going to go back and be with my family. Stay up to date. Dr. John has also been watching, and we will be going live later today. I'll get you the link. And I'm also going to possibly be going live with Justin Lum here in just a little bit, as well as later today on some local news in East Idaho. So I will let you know where those, I'll be sending the links here and there. So keep an eye out, subscribe, hit notifications. I can't always schedule this stuff fast enough as we're reporting live. But it's a really, really big, important day, and I will be in touch. And keep watching here at Hidden True Crime, because there's more that's going to be happening today. Thank you, everyone. May justice be served.